I have a confession to make. I have never played Bloodborne. No, that's not a joke. An avid Monster Hunter fan, an avid Souls fan, somebody who generally likes action RPGs and skill-heavy combat and amazing world design, all of that good stuff, has never played Bloodborne. I know, that's insane, right? You hear a sentence like that, and it's like, really, dude? The game's been out for almost a decade. It got DLC, a fan-made port on PC, which pretty much just happened, with an HD texture pack and all that. The works. This game is a Game of the Year winner, and it released, like I said, almost a decade ago, and I've never played it. It's so hard to believe. It baffles you to hear such a statement, but it's true. In fact, weirdly, the only Souls games I have played are Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. That's it. Those are the only Souls games I played. I mean, granted, those are pretty much the best ones alongside Bloodborne. But I haven't played the masterpiece, as people call it. I've heard the hype around Bloodborne. I am not blind to it. In fact, when the game first released, my ex-girlfriend introduced me to it. She was the reason I even knew about it. And I didn't really get it at the time. I didn't play a Souls game at all at the time. I hadn't even played Dark Souls 3. Let alone Elden Ring, which was still several years off at that point. So here I am, wondering what all the hype is about. Years go by, I don't play it. I finally played Dark Souls 3, I enjoy it. I play Elden Ring, I love it. And I had already been playing Monster Hunter for years. Which is a game that Souls games are always compared with. So, not playing Bloodborne is like, why, dude? What's the reason for it? And, to be honest, I couldn't really tell you the reason. There isn't really a reason at all, to be honest. I bought my PlayStation 4 in 2017, around the time Monster Hunter World got announced. In fact, that was the game that made me buy a PS4, because I didn't have any means to play Monster Hunter World, I didn't have a PC, none of that. So I'm like, well, I guess I have to buy a PS4. And lo and behold, the PS4 Pro had been released the year prior, so that was pretty new. So I was like, well, I might as well get the Pro, it's stronger and better, etc. So, when am I going to play Bloodborne? Because it's obviously something I should do. I mean, somebody who likes action RPGs deserves to play Bloodborne in their life. Well, here's the story. I actually bought the game in, I'm pretty sure it was December, or was it November? I think it was actually November, 2022, which is already a couple years ago at this point. And the game has just been collecting dust on my shelf to this very day. I bought the game 2 years ago and I haven't played it. It's installed, downloaded on my PlayStation 4, it's ready to play. It's on the latest version. It's the Game of the Year edition. It has the DLC on it, which is great. I mean, if you're playing the game without the DLC, you're playing it wrong, right? So my plan is I am going to play it blind, well, semi-blind. I know a handful of the game's bosses. Ultimately, I'm not completely spoiler-free. Of course, I was going to see some of the bosses over 10 years, not caring about spoilers, but I didn't deliberately go out of my way to watch gameplay footage. I just know some of the bosses. I know Orphan of Kos, however you want to say it. I know Bloodstarved Beast, Gehrman, however you say his name, Cleric Beast, Maria, a handful. I know a handful of bosses in the game. But I still don't know most of them. A lot of them I don't know because I just haven't played the game. I don't really know any of the locales, other than Yharnam, and even that I don't really know what it looks like, other than it's this dark, dilapidated city street. I don't know enough. It's mostly blind, so I intend to play it before Monster Hunter Wilds releases. The way I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it with a friend. You might know him. His name is Gameth Guy, Dreamstone. He loves Bloodborne. I mean, a lot of people love Bloodborne. It's not really a surprise. I was supposed to play the game back in 2022 when I bought it, but then I got a raspy voice, a very raspy voice, and the rasp lasted like a year. It was horrible. I couldn't stream in that state, right? So I just didn't play the game. But then when I recovered, Dreamstone was off doing something else. I think he is still off doing something else. And he can't play the game right now either. We want to play through the game together. He wants to guide me through my first time playing Bloodborne, and we just haven't really gotten the chance over the 2 years since I bought the game. So finally, that chance is going to come up again soon, I think. It's going to happen before Wilds, I know that. So sometime, roughly, before Monster Hunter Wilds releases, I will finally play Bloodborne. It will be semi-blind, but still mostly blind. And then I can say that I finally played Bloodborne. I know it's still hard to believe, like, dude, you're capping. Everyone's played Bloodborne. No, I haven't played it. And that's just the truth of it. So, yeah, that's about it. Sometime in the next 5 months, I will play Bloodborne for the very first time. Hope you're looking forward to it.